Hi, in this section, I really want to talk about freelance writing gigs, the types of gigs that are available, ways to position yourself, and where to find those jobs. So in this section, which is a pretty short section, I want to talk about being a generalist web copywriter. Now, I am a generalist web copywriter. And what that means is I focus on a lot of different markets. A niche writer will focus on a very specific market. And what a niche writer does is they basically are selling their knowledge in a very specific topic. A generalist sells their skills rather than their knowledge. Now, generalist writing can take more time to develop an income because you're really having to promote yourself across a lot of different channels. But it is workable. You know, I've basically made a living doing it. Now, if your platform is a niche platform and you have a website, you really can optimize that website for your specialty with the keywords. You can really hone your social media message all to that one platform, that one niche. And if your platform is that of a generalist, everything on your site is pointing to the fact that you are a professional expert writer. Okay, so you're promoting your skill, not your knowledge. Now, if you take the generalist route, and again, this is something I've done myself, you're building that platform with the planks that include all of the skills that you bring to the table. Like, I am a great researcher. I always turn in assignments on time. I'm a great team player. I've written books to establish my authority as an author, or I've been quoted in other publications. And you're basically building this one plank at a time. Once you get jobs across various industries, you can then actually start promoting yourself as a niche writer in that industry. For example, I've written for aerospace. The aerospace people don't need to know that I've written for medicine and I've written for collectibles, and I've written just across about every industry you can think of. The aerospace client thinks that I am an aerospace expert because I spend a lot of time researching and writing web content for them. Okay, so taking the generalist route, it does take you longer. It's harder to create a website just because you can't use all your SEO tricks to drive traffic to that one niche site. You're really having to write about being a freelance writer and your skills. Now, one thing I do want to say is, unless you just want to write online as a freelancer, you can get freelance jobs wherever you live. And one way you do that is in the metadata for your website, meaning in the title of your website, not the domain name, but just in the metadata for the title of the website, or in the keywords for your website, put the name of where you live. You know, I may have San Diego freelance writer or San Diego ghostwriter. Whatever I'm kind of pushing at that time is where I'll go with that. And this can actually get you really good local business, especially for businesses that have not taken the time to have a presence online. And since you're taking this class, you're online, you obviously are savvy about online things, you bring a real skill to the table for that brick and mortar store. So just start thinking about, do you want to be a niche writer? Are you more comfortable writing across many topics? And create your website to reflect that decision.